I have no ambition to govern men, it is a painful and thankless office. No people can be both ignorant and free. Those who expect to be both ignorant and free, expect what never was and never will be. A library book lasts as long as a house, for hundreds of years. It is not an article for mere consumption, but fairly of capital, and often in the case of professional men, setting out in life, it is their only capital. Our country is too large to have all its affairs directed by a single government. Public servants at such a distance, and from under the eye of their constituents, must, from the circumstance of distance, be unable to administer and overlook all the details necessary for the good government of the citizens, and the same circumstance, by rendering detection impossible to their constituents, will invite public agents to corruption, plunder and waste. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. Commerce with all nations, alliance with none, should be our motto. An honest man can feel no pleasure in the exercise of power over his fellow citizens. When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. We are not to expect to be translated from despotism to liberty in a feather bed. A strong body makes the mind strong. As to the species of exercises, I advise the gun. While this gives moderate exercise to the body, it gives boldness, enterprise and independence to the mind. Games played with the ball and others of that nature are too violent for the body and stamp no character on the mind. Let your gun therefore be your constant companion of your walks. The dead should not rule the living. I do not take a single newspaper, nor read one a month, and I feel myself infinitely the happier for it. An enemy generally says and believes what he wishes. It is reasonable that everyone who asks justice should do justice. It is more dangerous that even a guilty person should be punished without the forms of law than that he should escape. Peace and friendship with all mankind is our wisest policy, and I wish we may be permitted to pursue it. I am for freedom of religion, and against all maneuvers to bring about a legal ascendancy of one sect over another. Man once surrendering his reason, has no remaining guard against absurdities the most monstrous, and like a ship without rudder, is the sport of every wind. With such persons, gullibility, which they call faith, takes the helm from the hand of reason, and the mind becomes a wreck.